elect, that we hire basically, to keep them responsible, accountable, and ask them to be transparent with what they do with their money when we are paying taxes. There is a very big important factor as to personal responsibility. Each one of us has a responsibility to read the Constitution on our own, know what it says.
And it's in the words of Daniel Webster. It is hardly too strong to say that the Constitution was made to guard the people against the dangers of good intentions. There are men in all ages who mean to govern well, but they mean to govern. They promise to be good masters, but they mean to be masters. And I think those words are very important, that we start to hold our elected officials accountable, not for what they say, but for what they write and what we read from what they write. Because it is in the legislation that matters, not what speeches and slogans are.
The only bill that you can, I'll tell you what's interesting, the only bill you can really read right now is the House bill. Even the Senate, Kennedy's bill, you can't get a copy of it. It's already passed, the committee can't get a copy of it, and Baucus doesn't have his bill. So the right bill to look at it is the House bill. What should scare you about the House bill is that it doesn't state specifically that you cover illegal immigrants. However, there's been amendments proposed that said you clearly don't, and those have lost on party lines.
I'd like to give a big for Walton Tea Party. Thank you to Red Scouts.
It's going to be easier for Republicans to have control of the House.
And just sitting here is doing enough. And if you're wondering if you're making a difference, the answer is yes.
Washington's quote, "Government is not reason. It is not eloquence. It is force. Like fire, it is a dangerous servant and a fearful master." And another famous quote is, "For evil to triumph, good men must do nothing." And we are doing something. I will say one last thing to all of you. I'm meeting people on a continual basis who are discouraged, who are downtrodden. They feel, what can I do? Well, you need to take heart. Because it is not what you can do by yourself, it is what you can do with the rest of the people who are of the same mindset. And recently I sent out a message to some people. I'm going to read it to you, because I'm a very passionate person, as you can tell. And here's my message. I said, take heart, my fellow neighbor. No matter the distance between us at this moment, take heart. You are my fellow neighbor. Are you fearful of the government's actions? Take heart. We have fellow neighbors. Do you feel overburdened and alone? Take heart. We are your fellow neighbors. Are you ready and able to take appropriate action? Take heart and join your fellow neighbors. Why? We are strong. We are many. We are free people. I will say again. We are strong. We are many.
We believe in educating ourselves and reading things first, then signing later. We have a membership booth up here. If we don't have your email address, we'd sure like to get it. And we have some fundraisers. Are we going to be a political party or a group, or what are we going to do? And we've kind of settled down that we're going to be a nonpartisan group that speaks up. For those of you that were here earlier, Brittany outlined some of our principles, but one of them is obey the Constitution, and part of that is education. So as such, some of the people running for local office have asked for a few minutes.
Who believes that freedom has not worked. We have a president who believes that we shouldn't be able to make our own decisions regarding health care, regarding education, regarding how to run our business.
Say cheese, Mr. President.
Where to get our website out.
Do we have a camera? You're in the way of the...
Di client tayo that this government will get over constitution, and we don't need a health care or socialist health care. I come from Spain. We have health care in Spain, socialist health care, and the sector. And people should understand the socialist health care, we shouldn't have in this country. We want to keep it free.
If you see somebody with a staff shirt, take a minute and thank them. You know, they're really kind of running around behind the scenes, you know, to help us out, make sure everybody's taken care of. And what I'm going to do is I'd like to introduce Brenda.
Under Obama health care,
Brenda.
I would be dead.
Saying that we shouldn't help those less fortunate? Of course not. God would never want us not to help other people. But let me tell you, we need to give it from our heart, not get it taken from us from the government and give it to whoever they want. I went to ABC, NBC, CNN, and CBS. ABC, give them credit, had one little paragraph on their website about it. Nobody else had it mentioned anywhere. Now, my degree is in speech communications. If something that is so vitally important and hugely newsworthy does not get put on any of our networks, that is censorship. Total censorship. How dare they keep this from us? And I'm going to tell you, my dad was in the Air Force, and because of his job, we went into East Germany. And my mom's German, and she also is a naturalized citizen. And she is one of the biggest patriots in America that I've ever seen. But going to East Germany, we had the people following us, the Stasi. They followed us around to make sure what we were doing. But they didn't just follow us, they followed its citizens. That's coming our way if we don't do something to protect ourselves right now.
The media tries to spin it. There's people that are standing up and being counted just like you. In fact, in the sign of the Times, believe it or not, we actually had a daily news reporter here today. Okay, I've been trying to do this throughout the day, but we would like to give out some formal thank yous to some people in the community who really helped us out today.
Have government run government.
I love America, and I come here for inspiration and also to inspire people to become educated so they can teach the people around them and so we can continue this fight. Freedom isn't free, and it's time to fight now. Wake up, America.
Yeah! Yeah!